Hello and welcome to day 11 of our free motion quilting challenge. My name is Miriam, your host for this wonderful challenge where we're learning all kinds of different free motion quilting designs here in the month of December. We're doing 16 designs in total. Today is our 11th design. If you haven't seen the other videos from this challenge, you can find the link to the entire playlist in the description box of this video. Today we are doing a Christmas themed design. We've only done, I think, one other Christmas themed design one. I didn't want everything to be Christmas because not everybody wants to do Christmas themed quilting, right? But today is a Christmas themed one. We're going to do Christmas stockings. It's going to be really cute, very simple. I've got a template for you guys that's going to make it way easier. But let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. I'm going to point the camera down here and we are going to draw our design first. We're also going to cut out our template. So I already have in my shop a free template that's a very small Christmas stocking. So there's 4 on a page and you can print that out. I've printed mine out on cardstock and I also adjusted the scale. So you know when you go to print things out, you can adjust the scale by percentage. I put this down to 80%, so they're smaller because I wanted them to be a bit smaller than the actual size of the template. So I'm going to go ahead and let me clip my microphone on my shirt here. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut out one of my stockings. So if you can draw a stocking, by all means, go ahead and do that, okay? But I know this shape is a little weird. It's going to be a little difficult. It's a bit more complex than the other designs that we've done. So I wanted to go ahead and let you know that there is a template that you can use for this. And it's just a very simple outline of a Christmas stocking. And you really only need one of the templates, okay? So I have the template here. And this is what we're going to use to trace our stocking shapes on our paper. But first, we are going to make a little clothesline that our stockings are going to hang on, okay? So I'm just going to just roughly draw kind of a crescent shape here. And that's how we're going to do it on our quilt also, okay? We'll probably draw it on our quilt using a marking pen just so it looks good, you know, because if you try to freehand this, it might look a little wonky, but drawing it's going to be a little bit easier. So if you're just doing one block, you can do it like that. But if you are doing, let's say you want to do this across an entire quilt. Let me use the back of this paper that I cut the stocking from as an example. Let's say this is the back of like a 60-inch quilt. And you want to do this design all the way across. What you could do is you could do kind of like a scalloped look all the way across like that. Kind of having them evenly dispersed. And then your little tiny stockings would be, you know, I'm not drawing actual stockings here, okay? But you would do it like that. All right, so this is how you could use it all over on a quilt, okay? And then you could do your next layer the same way. So that is kind of an idea of how you can use this for something other than just one block. But we're just doing it in our practice block today. So I will zoom in so you can see it. But here is our crescent shape, our line for our stockings to hang on. I've got my stocking here. And I'm just going to kind of position it the way that I want. You can position it where the whole top of the stocking is lining up with your curve, or you could kind of put them at an angle so just the top is matching with the line. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So when we're actually coming into quilt, this is I wish I should have printed this on a different color paper. But what we're going to do is we're going to come down. This is what we're going to be doing as we're stitching, okay? Come down, stop here where our stocking starts, and then we're just going to trace around our stocking. All right. just like that. We move down, then we figure out where we want our next stocking, and we'll hang it there, okay? So we come across to our next stocking, and we'll trace around it. And we're actually going to do all of this with a marking pen on our quilt, so we're going to be just tracing, basically, for this whole thing with our quilting. Move this over where we want it. Then we'll trace over our line again. Stop at the top of the stocking, trace it around. And this is literally a technique that you could use to do all kinds of shapes on your quilt. It doesn't have to just be a Christmas stocking. You could do this with different flower shapes. You could do this with little cars, hearts, anything that your heart desires, okay? Whatever shape that you find is too difficult to actually draw, if you can find an outline shape of it that you can use as a template, you can do that. All right, and it looks like we have room for one more stocking, so I'm gonna place that there. So again, we would trace on our line and then trace out our stocking. Just like that. How cute is that? Isn't that so cute? If you have more space on your block, you could do another row. I think I'm gonna have room to do 2 rows of this on my block. So let's go ahead over to I'll bring the fabric over here actually, and we're gonna mark this design actually on our fabric. All right, I just wanna make sure that it's nice and flat and straight in front of me so I draw my lines properly here. And I have my Mark Be Gone pen here. What we are first gonna do is we're just going to mark our little clothesline, right? So I'm gonna first draw that just real nice and slow. You don't have to go fast. Kind of in the general shape of what I want it to go. Okay, it'll be about like that. I messed up a little bit here, but that just washes out when I wash the quilt, so I don't have to worry about that. Now's the fun part when we get to put on the little stockings. So I'm just going to start my stocking up here. And I kind of like them kind of at an angle, like that. So I'm just going to trace this on. So we're basically just doing a bunch of tracing, right? We're tracing our stocking on, and then when we go to quilt it, we're just going to be tracing over the lines that we've marked, right? And I'm just going to continue doing this. I'm putting them, I don't know, maybe like 1.5 inches apart. Yours will vary kind of depending on what size you print the template at and kind of the look that you're going for. If you want to do the actual amount of stockings that you would have in your family, like if you have 5 people in your family, then you would want to do 5 stockings, right? Oh, these are so cute. It looks like we can fit one more up there. And there we go. Oops, I didn't do the top. There we go. All right, so that's my first row. That looks pretty cute, I think, don't you? So like I said, I think I can do 2 rows. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw the second row on as well.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old?
There I have my 2 rows of stockings. So now we're going to take it over to the sewing machine and we are going to quilt this down. And literally we are just going to trace our lines, okay? So very, very easy. This is a great beginner quilting that's going to look real cool and fancy and like you really know what you're doing after it's all done. So let's take this over to the sewing machine. All right, welcome back to my sewing machine. Like I said, I'm going to be quilting on this beautiful green fabric, and I still have my King Tut thread in my machine from our last tutorial, And this is kind of like a burnt orange, but I think it'll translate into kind of red and green for Christmas a little bit for the quilting. So, and this color should pop on the green. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my fabric in position here up in the top left corner. I'm gonna do a couple of stitches just on our line that we traced to anchor my stitches. So I'll just stitch forward a couple stitches and then back, and then I'll be ready to quilt. So let me do that here real quick. All right, gonna snip that tail off. First, I am just going to draw down to our first, or trace down to our first stocking. So here's our first stocking. So I'm going to trace on our little clothesline down to that first stocking. All right. So we're going to take it nice and slow and try to stay on those lines that we drew on. All right, and then I'm gonna stop at that corner of the stocking, and then I'm gonna trace going down the long side of the stocking. If you feel more comfortable tracing on the other side, then by all means do that, okay? But I just feel more comfortable going from left to right. So I'm gonna trace down this way first, and then go all the way around the stocking. And then I stop where I started, okay? And now I can continue stitching the line between the stockings. So here we go. All right, stop at the top of the stocking again. And that's how we're gonna do this whole thing, you guys. See how easy it is? I need to turn my speed down actually. But see how easy that is? We're literally just tracing. Any of the designs that we've done in this challenge, if they're easier for you to do on paper, grab a Dritz Mark Be Gone marker and just draw that design on your quilt, or at least on a practice quilt, and just trace. And that's gonna really help you get used to the movements of the fabric under the needle, okay? You don't have to freestyle it. If you're more comfortable with tracing, then do that, okay? So let's do another one here. Remember, I use my hands as my frame to hold my fabric flat. And I'm really trying to focus on kind of the heel and the toe and the top corner of the stockings. I'm trying to focus on those being curved as I'm going, okay? I don't want to have that be like a sharp angular curve or angular corner, right? So keep that in mind. Just take it nice and slow, okay? All right, let's continue.
For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for days of old lang syne. And here's a hand, my trusty friend, a hand of thine. We'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup
there's our first row. Aren't those so cute? Isn't this cute? It's simple, but I think it looks so nice. If you wanted to, if you're feeling adventurous, you can come back in and add details, right? Or you could just leave it nice and plain. It's totally up to you and how adventurous you want to be with the quilting, right? But we have one more row to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do that here real quick. And enjoy this pretty song that I've picked out for you. And I will meet you back in just a minute.
Old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll talk a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne, for old lang syne.
All right. We have done 2 rows of our stocking quilting. Whoop! How cute are these little stockings? I love this look. I think this would be really cute for like a little table runner or like a wall hanging. You could even, I mean, if you felt like it, you could go in and maybe hand stitch your family members' names on the little stockings. That would be really, really cute. You could even, I mean, in all of this blank space, you could do some fun free motion quilting. You could do some little swirls or something, or some little loop-de-loops. You could just go ham on it if you wanted to. It could be a really fun practice space for you just to see what you can do with blank space like that. I think this turned out very cute. Very, very cute, very fun. Rosie, you're okay. Sorry, Rosie's crying. She's being needy this morning. But there we go. That is our stocking free motion quilting. Very cute, I think. I love it. Oh, it looks really cute on the back too. You can see them on the white fabric there. That was a fun one. You could literally do this technique with so many different shapes. It's like the possibilities are endless with this type of thing, and it really makes it possible for us, you know, home sewers to do some really beautiful designs. And this is meant to kind of push you to think about what's possible, right? So I hope it's done that, and I hope you had fun doing this quilting with me. This was very fun. It would look cute along with our other Christmas quilting we did with the little Christmas trees and the loop-de-loops. They go together, right? But thank you so much for watching this video. Please, if you are not subscribed, consider subscribing. I do all kinds of quilting content here on YouTube. This month has been dedicated basically to free motion quilting, but we're gonna have some new quilt patterns coming out next year, and I have a block of the month club that I have some really fun plans for 2026. So if you're interested, please check those out. I would love for you to join. It's my block of the month program is only $5 a month. I'm not raising that price for 2026. All right, that's enough plugging the business, but I really hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow. I'm excited about the design that we're gonna do tomorrow also. It's a really pretty one. So, all right, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow.
For all the sun.